We are on Upper James at Factory Shoe, and we are talking all about the boot drive. Now, this is something that is done all year round, but we really want to focus on it at this time of year because it's starting to get really, really chilly outside, and people can help, and it is so easy to help. I've got Cindy here from the Salvation Army. Thanks for joining us, Cindy.
Thanks for having us back this year.
Okay, tell me a little bit about the program, how you guys can help, what you need from us to help you.
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to thank Factory Shoe for the partnership that we have all year round. Statistically, over the year, across Canada, about 22.9% families or households are dealing with food insecurities. In Hamilton, from 2022 to 2023, we've seen an increase about 40% of people coming through the doors of the food bank looking for food to help
feed their family.
Food on their, to help their families. And so the boot drive, you know, when you can't get the bare essentials, the boot drive certainly helps out so that we can ensure that people have warm footwear for the winter.
40%, that seems like it's gone up from last year.
Yeah, that's from 2022 to 2023. We've seen an increase of 40%. Yeah.
Wow, that is, that's something. Now, we can support the shoe drive, all of your gently used shoes, boots, and you accept hats?
Hats, mitts, coats.
Everything?
Everything to make sure everybody will be warm.
This winter?
This winter.
Okay.
And with Christmas coming, we do our Christmas kettle drive.
Yes.
And the funds that are raised in the kettles stay here in Hamilton, and they ensure a warm bed.
Yeah.
Food on a table, a warm coat. So everything that we can put back into our programs, we do. And it would be great to see you guys just down the road in Waterdale at one of our kettle locations.
All right, well, thank you so much, Cindy, for agreeing to speak with us today. You can bring your gently used shoes, boots, even sandals. I mean, summer, it's coming, whether, you know, winter's first, but anything that you can to help out this amazing initiative with the Salvation Army is appreciated. Lots more coming up on Morning Live. Back at Factory Shoe, and I'm being joined by Erin now, one of the sales associates here. And Erin, we're talking about keeping kids warm and dry this winter.
Absolutely.
I struggle to get my children to wear boots. My daughter, she's pretty good. She's 12. She's a little bit more responsible, but my son hates wearing boots.
Of course. I mean, there's the big, you know, the big heavy duty ones, but there are also some that are a little bit lighter, a little bit more manageable, that look a bit more.
They're not as clunky.
Not as clunky, more like almost like a high top sneaker almost. So there's options.
I mean, you guys have so many boots here.
We do. We have probably one of the largest selections in Ontario.
That's awesome.
You know, they do a really good job of supplying us with a lot of really good brands that are, you know, tried and true and tested, and
there's
some new brands. Got some really,
at how little.
Yeah. So, you know, the good toddlers ones, right? The good Velcro that opens up. So, you know, you know, little ones don't necessarily want to, you know,
like, who's going to be trudging around in those? Yeah.
Hey, if they want to go out and embrace the season, right, it's a great time to do that.
I totally agree. Yeah. And you guys have all the things to keep them warm.
You know, our tot sizes range from like a 4 up to, you know, up to a 10, and then it switches. You know, a lot of our youth sizes go from about an 11 to 7 or 8 in a lot of styles as well.
Oh, and some of them, like, they only have one little Velcro. So easy to get on and
just
off.
to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
You know,
and they're like free and warm on the inside.
Super warm, yeah. Yeah, and we also say too, it's really good to bear in mind what sock they're wearing. You know, so something like a wool or synthetic is better than a cotton, because cotton will take the sweat out of your foot, but then the sock gets cold. So it's good to, you know, just to bear that in mind as well.
I never really thought about that.
Yeah, so it's just like those extra little things, right, that a lot of companies really, you know, want us to be aware of. You know, there are a lot of boots as well. If you want the really heavy-duty winter boot that have got that really thick plush liner that are like 7 layers of insulation. So those are really great.
What kind of temperature are we talking here?
So a lot of companies don't actually temperature rate their boots because it depends on body chemistry activity.
Right.
But a lot of them, you know, do say
up to
about 200 grams is roughly about -20, depending on the activity.
Okay.
So
like
that's
tobogganing, that kind of
tobogganing, yeah, something like that. And I would say even ones with those liners, if you're putting it on cold, little tip I always tell people, if you hit it with the blow dryer a little bit before you put it on, then it'll trap the heat right in the boot, and then it's a lot easier.
That is a brilliant
Makes life easier, absolutely.
I had never thought about that. Okay, well, thanks, Erin. Learning everything we need to know about keeping our kids' feet warm and dry here at Factory Shoe. Back at Factory Shoe, and oh boy, that's a big boot.
That's our 15, so
This is
that's a men's 15.
Size 15. So they've got everything for everyone here. This is the biggest winter boot I've ever put on, and it is so soft and so warm and so comfortable.
Yeah, so that's if you're going to go out like snowmobiling, you're going to go ice fishing, that's really going to keep your foot warm.
Yeah, this is the boot for you. Huge selection here. I mean, we're in the women's area now. Tell us about what you have, kind of what's latest and the trends,
Absolutely.
what's going on.
This is one of 3 or 4 aisles that we've got of winter boots. So we've got a lot of Cougars, you know, tried and true. They've been around a long time. Kamiks are also, you know, one of those brands that have been with us for a lot, you know, made in Canada, which is also nice. Columbia, yeah, Bog. So, you know, a little bit, you know,
You got something for everything. Yeah.
You know, or if you don't want anything too heavy duty, you just want to get to the car, get it to your house. You don't want to deal with the snow. That's an option as well.
Oh, and you've got matching mitts. I love it.
Of course.
And yeah, I mean, you've got like dress boots.
Yeah. So
not so much for, you know, snowmobiling.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily wear a heel for snowmobiling, but you know, if you're, you know, having a nice night out or going to a, you know, holiday party.
Yeah, but you've got like even something like this, like it's, you know, it's a little dressier, it's got a little bit more style, a little bit more detail to it than like the clunkier kind of, you know, winter boot, but it's still a winter boot and it's still really warm.
Yep, still going to keep your foot warm, still waterproof. Yeah.
Okay, any tips on how to choose the best winter boot for you?
Yeah, so I would say, you know, think of what activity you're going to be doing. And then either if you want just like a single layer, if you want the multiple layer insulation. And a good tip just to keep in mind for everybody, men's, women's, kids, is you usually end up having to go up a size in a boot just because of all the extra insulation. So if you wear a 6 in a boot, maybe try a 7. That'll give you some space.
I see.
Because the main thing is you want a little bit of space around your toes to keep the air flowing so your feet stay warm.
That makes sense. And the other tip that you gave us, synthetic or wool socks.
Absolutely.
Certainly preferred because cotton will whisk away moisture, but then it'll just be cold.
Then it stays cold, yeah.
And then it stays cold. Okay, well, we've got lots more coming up here from Factory Shoe. Of course, we're talking about their boot drive. Any shoes, boots, sandals that you have, gently used. This is the time of year to bring in those used boots because people will need them. We're donating through the Salvation Army in partnership with Factory Shoe. Bring them in. Lots more coming up on Morning Live. Next, we talk accessories. We're not just thinking about your feet when it comes to staying warm in the winter. At Factory Shoe, they have hats, they have scarves, they have mitts, they have everything to keep you warm. And I'm being joined now by Kathy, who is the store manager here. Thank you so much for joining us.
No
Thanks for
problem at
having
all.
us.
You look great.
Thank you. I feel very stylish and very warm, and I
Yes.
like it.
I do too.
I like it a lot. Okay, tell me a little bit about some of the accessories that you guys have.
Okay, as you see, we have the hats and mitts
They're
for
so
women.
cozy.
We also have mitts and hats for men. And then we've got, we don't carry a lot of children's. We haven't got much in this year as
Of yet, yeah.
But we will be
It's
getting
coming.
some, yeah.
It's coming.
We also carry a nice line of socks.
Yeah, what is this all about, this heat?
They're so popular. My husband loves them.
For the best warmth and comfort.
Yeah, they are a heat sock, so they keep the heat.
I need to get
in
some
your
of
feet.
these
Yeah.
for skiing and
They're
snowboarding this
awesome.
winter.
They're awesome. And we've also taken on this new product of Thorlo's.
Okay, what's that?
And they have the work socks, they have
Oh.
hiking socks, they have running socks.
So there's a difference between
Everything
work
like that.
socks and like regular
Definitely,
socks.
definitely.
And what makes it different? It's just kind of better support.
Better support,
better traction.
quality. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've just kind of gotten into this, and it's doing well.
And then,
Very
of course,
well.
you have the Crocs charms.
Yes, we have the Croc charms. The kitties like those.
My kids will love them.
And we have the little factory shoe beetle.
Oh, that is so cute.
So, and if anybody buys a pair of Crocs, they get the free beetle.
Really?
To start their collection of gibbets.
Gibbets.
Yes.
That's what they're called, gibbets.
Gibbets.
They're really cute. I love that you guys have them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the boot drive.
Yes.
Very popular here this time of year.
Yes.
Bring your boots in. Salvation Army is partnering with Factory Shoe to help people stay warm this winter. You guys do lots of fundraising here.
We do. The company is very generous in that way. Also, with the boot drive, I'd like to thank the community for supporting us, because after this commercial, this airs tomorrow on Morning Live, we get droves of people coming in,
that's so
bringing bags. We saw you on TV.
Oh, yeah.
It really brings a lot of people in,
Oh, I'm so glad.
and we appreciate it immensely. We couldn't do it without them.
And now what's this $5 card that you're holding
Okay,
here?
this is a fundraising program we have.
Okay.
And it's for fundraising for your dance studio, your hockey team, your schools are really into this for their end of year trips.
Okay.
So for every $5, every shoe you purchase
From Factory
you'll
Shoe.
get it from Factory Shoe. You'll bring this card in.
Okay.
We scan it,
Yeah.
and the $5 goes to your fundraiser.
Oh, what a great initiative.
Yeah. So we have a list of schools and people that are participating.
I bet.
And all you have to do is go online,
Yep.
factoryshoe.ca.
Okay.
All the information's there.
Okay.
If not, come into the store
Yeah, and just
ask.
Yeah, your sales team here is so great. They're
Yes.
so friendly and fun, and
I have a great staff.
very knowledgeable.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of my people have been here for years. I've been here for like 26 and a half years.
Says good things about Factory
Yeah,
Shoe.
it
Okay,
does.
well, thank you so much
No
for
problem,
having
thank you.
us. If you're looking for a new winter boot, a new shoe, anything, come on into Factory Shoe. All the information for the fundraiser as well as the boot drive will be on our website at chch.com.